Hello, this is Tanya from Love Goddess Tarot, and today we're going to do a general love reading around your love life, around you. For a lot of you, you've been going through a lot of transformation. There's much transformation afloat, and this means that our love lives are also affected by the changes that are happening. And although a lot of shadow stuff does come up when we are transforming ourselves and our relationships, it ultimately is for our highest good, so that we can walk the path of the light, so that we can walk the path of love. And sometimes changes are a blessing in disguise, and there's a lot of this afloat. So I'd like to today ask Spirit what it is that the viewer needs to know about their love life at this time, and what changes they need to make, what is coming in, and what is showing up in the next while for love. So it already feels like you've come out of a cycle. You might not be sleeping so well, and you might be feeling quite anxious. There's a lot of anxiety, mental thought processes keeping you up at night. The cards are jumping today, which is good, which means the energy is high. However, you're learning something. There's learning happening here. There's learning. Oh, they're jumping. There's learning that is coming in, through this transformation. And you're going through a very powerful transformation right now. It shows up, with all these swords. Keeping you up, creating a sense of anxiety. So you may be feeling, or may have been feeling, quite stressed about life in general. And this is because you're going through this transformation. All these cards are showing up, the Ten of Swords, all these cards are showing up as something having ended. For some of you, something may have ended suddenly. And this is that ending, that transformation energy that comes in and sweeps away anything that isn't required anymore, that isn't serving you, that you might have been holding on to, but know in your heart of hearts is not making you happy, is not bringing you the joy you really deserve. And your guides and angels, they see this, and Spirit wants you to be happy. So this may not have felt great. For some of you, there's even a sense of feeling quite depressed. Some of you may have even had physical reactions. Know that this is part of the transformation on your path, and it doesn't feel always so great to be disappointed, to be let down, to feel let down by others, even to let yourself down. But you're human. You're here to have a human experience. But don't forget you're an infinite being too, and you can create the kind of love life you want. So this transformation is setting the way for you, so that you can allow the new in, so that you can be ready for the new. And let's have a look at that, because the Fool follows. So a brand new beginning coming in, beautiful new beginning, happiness, joy, enthusiasm, ready to, it's feeling like the relationship coming is on a new footing. So this can be somebody that's on your mind right now, that you've gone through some really difficult times with. And the sun comes back out, and they change their attitude around you. For others, this is a brand new beginning, a really like someone new, someone you don't know yet. There's a sense that you may meet them at a place of work, a function, an event, anywhere where you may be studying or learning. For those of you who are studying and learning, look out for your new person at a place where you're perhaps a new place of work, or wherever you're going to do the things that revolve around the physical and knowledge and new energy around that. So keep your eyes open for those of you that are waiting for a change in your love life. Yes, it has been tough. it does feel as if you've put so much in. You've actually put so much into this process of transformation in this last while, and you might be tired of it. I get the sense Spirit is saying a lot of you are tired. You're tired and you've had enough. And that's okay, because a breakthrough arrives when you actually let go. So this is a sense that whatever you've been going through, it's coming to a very quick sort of ending, this chapter of transformation. And you're not seeing this yet, but soulmate energy is coming in, a beautiful new chapter with somebody, I feel for a lot of you, brand new, that's really going to, it's somebody that's meeting you on the same level. It's somebody who is spiritually aligned with you, physically aligned with you. There's attraction, but there's, for me, the strongest thing about this is how you're in tune with each other's thoughts, how you get each other, how you can even finish each other's sentences. And this is such soulmate, twin flame energy even. And for those of you who very strongly still feel this connection to someone, and this person being on your mind, and you kind of know this inside your heart of hearts, that, you know, this is your person, don't give up. It's simply a case, you know, in this card, as you can see, Spirit is actually leading the way. It's not a human experience only. It's one in co-creation with Spirit. So it's a much bigger picture going on here. And you're meant to be together. I always say this is a sense of divine counterparts coming together for the next chapter to bring in new energy to our earth plane, and to, you know, bring in this new sense of love. And what I'm getting here is, I was talking about the mental side of things. Well, the King of Swords really represents all things logical, all things mental, all things business-like and fair. So what I do feel with this is your person is doing a lot of thinking, or the person coming in is someone who's very thoughtful. They're very kind, and they're emotionally intelligent, but they're also mentally intelligent. So they think things through. They take their time with that. And this will be somebody who's coming in, and this is someone you can trust. They're honest, they're straightforward, they'll tell you it exactly as it is, and you won't be wondering what's going on. If this is about your person that you're thinking about on your mind, they will be coming in very soon with a much clearer way forward for the both of you. Let this unfold. If it is that they've had to take time to deal with their life, then you need to let them be. They will come forward with a new start. Okay, let's have a look at your person, because I'm getting a lot of you having someone on your mind that is still on your mind. And for many of you, there is this return of somebody to your life that's very familiar, and sometimes that's soulmate energy, and sometimes it comes up because this is actually a person that you need to do some reflecting on. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, you're definitely in the process of big transformation. We're having tower moments here, and your person is too. So this is something that needs to happen in order for this relationship, or the new relationship, to really be grounded and solid and long-term. So there's a lot of change. A lot of you are going through some pretty big stuff at the moment. And for some of you, this is in the mental realms, you know, your thought processes, how you view relationships. There's like a huge 360-degree turn of what you're looking for, what you want. You're really aligning with the highest sense of what you're seeking. And this is needed, I'm hearing, for for your twin flames, for your soulmates to really come in, okay? So you've got to allow this process. It's not an easy one because it's beyond your control. However, you can flow with it. You can be present. You can stay in a day-to-day space around your life. I feel like this could be affecting other areas of your life as well. And of course, you may also be in a very reflective period. As you can see here though, universe is working with you, and you may be looking at what has occurred. You may be looking at things in a very different way. It's a very reflective sort of an inner work card, a self-absorbed kind of sense that you need to be reflecting within before you can step forward. And this also applies to your person. It feels like for those of you that are waiting for some sort of message, there may be some delays currently. I feel like communication could be scarce because there's a lot of this inner work, this inner change that needs to happen first, the inner change. This is on the realm of emotion, of inner emotion that is coming in and will cause the change that is required for this to take place, okay? So you've got to trust this process. The moon follows, okay? Trust your intuition. For some of you, you're confused. For some of you, there is a lot of fear, but you're clearing that. Again, it comes up with this. Look, it's breaking away things that do not serve anymore. You're going to get a lot of clarity around your relationships, around love, around what you seek. And as you pass through this is what's coming in for you. So it's just about going through this process of transformation, staying positive, and know that for some of you, it's like going through a dark tunnel, but you're going to come out on the other side and you're going to be stronger for it. I also feel for a lot of you, there's a sense of needing healthier boundaries, and it's like you can't always, you can't always be the one to make the peace. You can't always be the one to please others. It's sometimes it's got to be about you too. And this is really uncomfortable stuff because I sense that a lot of you are givers, and you may not really have ever received. So there are a lot of lessons going on in your life around receiving, and be open to it. Spirit says you need to learn to be more open to receiving. You need to also step back, because receiving can sometimes, or a lack of receiving can sometimes have to do with a sense of needing to be in control, because fear comes up around not being in control. So one needs to let other people show up for you. You don't always need to be in control of things. And after this, and it is a process. For some of you, it's grief. For some of you, it's pure grief around what you have lost in the past. Let these next few days just be about you. Try to put aside any thoughts around, your person or who's coming in. Be about you. You've gone through a lot, and some of you are still going through this, but it will pass. And as it does, the Knight of Cups comes in, and the beautiful Knight of Cups always represents an offer of love. So someone's coming in, you're getting the answers you want in a good way. Positive news coming. This is always positive news about love. So it's sudden too, but it's very determined, and it feels very positive. So accept that date, pick up that message and answer it. Don't be stubborn. This is someone coming back. They want to say they're sorry, or this is someone new coming in saying, I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? And it comes in with the Knight of Pentacles. So the feeling is that things may take a while to really get off the ground. So you can't be impatient. So what this is also saying is, with those of you who are waiting to hear from the person on your mind, it's going to be slow. Don't be disappointed because you had expectations that this message which is showing up. So, I'm bringing it to you. Here I am. I'm offering you my cup. I'm bringing in my love. And then there's the slower energy, which sort of transforms in a way almost to the logic. It's kind of like this. I want you, but I've got to live life over here too. So I'm actually trying to focus on this as well. And the thing is, it's spirit. I don't know if you can see this, but when you look at these two cards, anyway, this is how I see it at the moment. This one is the physical, and this one you can see is much lighter. There's almost a glow to it, which is the spiritual side. So for some of you, on an etheric level, this person is already connected to you love-wise. They've already, in the sense of the energetic connection, has already been established. But on the physical, it's going to take a little bit longer because life's happening. So don't get impatient. Don't give up. This is how I see it. Oh, okay. So things are going to move forward. They have been slow. There's a sense that as things shift, you're going to suddenly also, it clarifies. You see, there's nothing in the background stopping your vision from seeing very clearly ahead what's coming. And you're going to know what to do, and you're going to be clear. And as this comes in, also with the Three of Wands, the new beginnings are coming in. I always say with the threes, it's a space of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, depending on where you are at on your journey. Remember, this is a general reading, and you take from it what resonates for you, and you let the rest fly, because it will be for somebody else. And what comes to you is the Four of Wands. We've got a lot of wands, a lot of new growth coming in. And of course, this beautiful card of celebration, this beautiful card of building a life, building a home, joy, happiness, marriage. This is your long-term committed relationship. So for a lot of you, what I see is the person on your mind as they go through their transformation, and it will be slow. But if you are able to stay focused on yourself, if you're able to listen to your intuition, and you allow the space for this to flow, you're going to have your long-term commitment from it. Everything has seemed as if there's a slower process to things, and long-term things usually require steady progress to get to the end result. So it's worth it for you. Focus on your life. Focus on building yourself. You will, for some of you, you've been asking for this. You will get your marriage. You've been asking for it. It's very strong that you will get your marriage. And building a life together, there's also financial wealth that comes with it. All the physical, material things are being met. Together, you actually make a really good team, and you actually flourish. There's some of you I see buying a house together. There's some of you going into business together and doing really, really well. For a lot of you, your energies are very harmonious because, of course, you're coming together and you're going to be creating. So you're creating the long term. You're creating this picture of, wealth. And this is not just for this lifetime. This is for your generations to come. This is for those of you who are going to leave behind a legacy for your children. You'll be doing it with this person. So for a lot of you, you're kind of on your final person who's going to be walking long term with you on your path. It's slowing down in a sense that we're more connecting in with our soulmates, and twin flame. So there's this longer term energy around it, building a life, building a home, building a family. And I love the Queen of Cups because she brings in the emotional strength. And this Queen of Cups at the moment is somewhat reflective. She's still looking at, well, what do I want? What am I building here? What am I creating? What am I giving? And so she's more pensive, and she's more, as you can see, she's leaning back and she's relaxed. She's not rushing forward to try and fix or mend or do anything. So your message is to allow things to unfold in a relaxed way. The more relaxed your energy is, the easier things will be for you. Because if you try to force things, if you try to push things or reach out or do anything that will cause you to emotionally react. This is all going to feel more like a struggle. And if you do step back and you focus on yourself, this will be a lot easier for you. And this relationship will also unfold in a much more smooth and calm way. It's really important to watch communication over the next while. Okay, let's finish off with one of the love cards. And the message is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so for some of you, this is getting to know each other. This is a new person. How do we do that? Well, we do that by communicating. So some of you are here might actually have a bit of an email, text, call kind of connection first. So even for those of you who have your reconnection happening with the person on your mind, you might actually, and that's why it feels slow, you might actually, before you see this person, you might actually be communicating and getting to know each other again. For some of you, you might get to see a new side of your person. But I feel like this is sort of happening over kind of like texting, messaging, calling. Some of you are at a bit of a distance from your person, and those of you meeting a new person might find that initially you're in different places, and so you get to know each other in a new way. Even those of you who might have been with your person for some time, you're going to see a new side to them. So this is beautiful. This is new beginnings, building on a more solid foundation so that you have longevity and your relationship lasts. And you will, through this process, also meet each other's needs, connect in terms of where you want to be going with this relationship. And of course, as I've said, for many of you, you'll get your marriage, you'll get your longer term picture with this person. And of course, you'll be building a life or a business or just, growing wealthily and happily and joyously for generations to come. So this is a really, really beautiful ending to what did seem to be quite a heavy start and a lot of emotional, mental energy going on. So what's your thoughts? They're not always real. It's the shadow side coming up to be healed, and healing can sometimes be quite intense. So take time out, be gentle, love yourself. All love springs forth from your heart, including self-love, and you love yourself and fill your cup first before you can fill another's cup. I wish you lots of love, happiness and joy, and a beautiful day. Lots of love and blessings. We'll see each other again soon. And if you've enjoyed my video, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I'll also leave a link below to my website if you'd like to book a personal reading about your love life. Otherwise, leave me a message and just let me know how your love life is going, whether you've met your soulmate and what's happening. I always love to hear from you. Lots of love and blessings.